Big smile.
I'm smiling.
Welcome to the Levels of Lifting podcast. I'm your host, Lawrence, here to remind you that there's levels to this I'm here with the wonderful Genessa Sanchez. Please. We already had a podcast that it's not released due to unforeseen reasons.
Controversial podcast.
Yeah. Sign up for the Patreon. Maybe you get that one. Just kidding. Give us just a little synopsis about you. Like, what's up? Like, what do you got going on? How long you been? What's your level of lifting? How long you been doing it? Go into it.
Well, my name is Genessa, and I've been coming to LVB since 2018. Yeah, that's when I did my first intro with Billy. It was Billy at the time. Jen wasn't here yet. And yeah, I've just been here ever since.
Yeah. What's your favorite lift? What's your strong suit? What's your numbers?
My numbers?
Yeah.
My highest snatch is 47, and my highest clean and jerk is 58.
And what body weight?
49.
49.
49 kilos.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost, let's go into the recent news. I know we talked about it before, but let's just do it again. You are a national medalist. Woo! Yeah, I mean, you swept the medals.
Yeah.
Gold medals.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. You're doing this thing.
I'm gonna downplay it.
No, you're doing it.
I'm totally gonna downplay it.
Oh my god. Okay, so tell us about that competition. Like,
Okay.
what is the competition? How long ago was it?
It was just this March. It was Masters Nationals Championships in Reno.
Oh yeah.
A big group from here. We all went and we all did great. And I competed in the 35 to 39 division as a 49 kilo. There were 2 women, including myself, in my weight class. But the other woman who lifted a lot more than me, it turned out she wasn't a U.S. citizen, so my numbers counted and hers did, and that's why I got gold.
Yeah. So there's a lot that I want to say about that as far as like just showing up and being part of the process, because at the end of the day you had to cut weight.
That's true.
You had to make weight, you had to show up, you had to do the training, you had to make the lifts. If you don't make the lifts, then you don't even get up there.
Right,
so
that's right. There's a lot.
You could say that these people were there, but at the end of the day the stars aligned and you were the one to get the medals.
I was the winner. Yeah.
So
and I do keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I do downplay it a little bit, but yes, all those factors leading up to it, those all matter, because
anyone else in the country, your body weight could have showed up.
That's true.
that age category.
Yeah.
They could have showed up that day. It's not like you could go to a lot of gyms, and there's chicks in your body weight, and they might be able to lift more than you, but they weren't there that day.
That's true.
So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
If you stay in the game long enough and you show up to the events that matter, you just might do something really fucking cool.
Right.
So even though you downplay it, you are the number one.
I'm the number one.
49 in the country, in my opinion.
That's true.
Age group.
That's true.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
No, that's badass. And whenever I saw that picture, because Jen sent it to me, lead coach Jen of Las Vegas Barbell, she sent it to me, and I was just like, man, these medals are huge.
They're so big.
I couldn't
They're
even
as
see
big
you.
as my face. They were like this round. They were totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
Over the top. And I couldn't wear it for more than 15 seconds. I had to take it off.
Yeah. Lower back pain.
Yeah.
I'm sure the whole team, because everyone medaled. It seemed like, I mean, not everyone medaled, but a lot of the team medaled.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys were just clanking around the whole place.
We were the number one team.
Yeah.
At the competition.
Number one team at the Masters national event. That's national, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, that's sick.
So what's your energy level as far as? Well, let's go here first.
Okay.
How's your body feeling?
Right now?
Yeah, because I know. I mean, you had been fighting some injuries already.
Yeah,
so like, what's the deal?
Even through prep cycle, I was basically, I mean, it was like a question mark whether or not I was going to be able to do full lifts.
Really?
But it kind of came just in time. I was able to.
Oh, wait, so you were like powering and stuff? Like,
yeah,
what were you doing?
I was powering forever.
Really?
Yeah, even at the beginning of the prep cycle, Finally, I was able to incorporate some squats. So I was just squatting a little bit and finally doing some full snatches. And then cleans came last because that's the most kind of, I guess, I don't know, that's just the most jarring on the knees than snatches.
Out of the main lifts, that's the heavy one too. So
yeah.
So you weren't squatting.
No.
You're doing powers.
Yeah.
And just the stars aligned and you were able to do the full lift.
Yeah, I was able to.
And as far as like, so how are you feeling right now?
Right now, I feel really good.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the tendonitis in my knees is still there, but...
Yeah, tell us what the injuries you're battling.
Well, I just had really, really severe tendonitis in my knees. I've been dealing with my shoulder forever, so that was kind of coming back as well. Mm-hmm. As far as this left shoulder, I don't know what it is, but it's just... I don't know if it's like my bicep tendon, but it's just always painful here in the front. So anytime I have to do something overhead, especially like snatch, that could really, it's like really painful.
Yeah.
So, but
even now, so you said it's always.
It's just there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've kind of managed it enough to where I could still lift, but I always have to like be mindful of, my body.
Yeah.
If I don't try to push it too far to where it's like I can't lift at all. Like,
mm-hmm.
I don't want to get to that point.
So you're, and I asked this a couple times with other guests on the podcast about just lifting pain-free.
Yeah.
That's not you.
No.
You are managing whatever feelings that you're feeling, and you're just able to get through and
pretty much
become the best in the country.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the key is to never stop training. That's just something Billy has always said to me. Aches and pains will always be there because you're training a sport after all. And every athlete goes through it, no matter what sport it is.
Yeah, I believe that we're doing something unnatural.
Yeah.
And it's not going to feel great.
No.
I mean, if you're one of those lucky people that are actually able to lift pain-free, I think it's good for you, but most people can't.
No, I don't believe that, especially if you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Maybe in the beginning you're definitely lifting pain-free because you're not lifting your potential weights. Yeah. Yeah,
but whenever you said it yourself, tendonitis, overuse injury.
Yeah.
A lot of reps.
Yep.
I mean, we're doing basically two lifts, snatch, clean, jerk. But there's a lot of things that go into it. We got a lot of volume that we got to do, and not only the volume, the intensity increases whenever you get closer to competition, so everything gets harder. So you're just having to manage it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's all you can really do. Just manage it.
You think it'll ever go away?
At this point, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hope maybe maybe I could get it to where it's like completely gone, but
yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, well, I know how to kind of move around it and I know how to manage it, so that's just what I try to do.
Okay, so is there, and this might be a long discussion about injury, but what do you recognize the flare ups of when if I take this many reps or if I go past this weight, the signs and then maybe I should back off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, I think that just comes with experience. I mean,
I
think a lot of people
dealing with it for so long.
I mean, if we think about John and a lot of the times he's snatching and clean jerking. Well, maybe not clean jerk. Well, yeah, I've seen him clean jerk off the blocks, but a lot of the times he's on the blocks because his back is injured or whatever it is,
right.
And that just helps him. So
yeah,
a lot of the times it's just managing that fatigue, and it seems like you got that under control. Yeah. But as far as your how you performed, are you happy with your numbers? What's going on there? Are those competition bests? Tell the audience how you felt about it.
It's not a competition best, and of course I wish I did more. Who doesn't wish they do more? But also I have to take into account that I was dealing with injuries leading up to it. So to me that's pretty successful.
Yeah.
Even though my knees were painful, I had a water cut. I was on very many ibuprofens.
Oh, wow.
I mean, so I think overall it was a success.
Yeah. Talk to us about the water cut, because I was going to ask about it.
Yeah, that's my first time.
That was your first time ever?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
That was my first time.
What was your protocol? Can you talk about that? Do you remember?
Well, Billy gave me It's basically a week out protocol. That's what he does.
Okay.
As long as you're about maybe 2 kilos at the most over.
Okay, so if you're competing at 49, then
I was sitting
at the
around
beginning.
51.
Okay, so at the beginning you're at 51. So like now what? You're a week out.
So 7 days out. He basically has you start water loading. I think it's about. He gives you. You have to have like a baseline. So you take your body weight and you multiply it by. I forgot the percentage, dude. You multiply it by something. So my baseline was 55 ounces of water.
Okay, so basically you're saying based off your body weight, you are supposed to drink an X amount of water.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's what you start out with. And baseline is really just to get you rolling.
Okay.
The most important part is when you start getting to the double, to the 200% water intake.
What was the highest amount of water that you had to drink?
I think it was like 80 something ounces.
So 1 gallon is 128 ounces.
Yeah.
So you were, I mean, maybe like three quarters of the way from a gallon.
Yeah.
And you're small. Like.
So that's a lot.
Yeah.
That was definitely the hardest part. The double water day. The baseline is easy. It was easy for me to drink 55 ounces. And by the way, I am so terrible at drinking water. So I thought I was gonna have a hard time with this.
Yeah.
Because I barely drink enough water for
What myself. Do you drink? Like, what's your hydration like?
It's so embarrassing, but I'm pretty sure I don't finish a 32-ounce bottle in a day. Like, okay. If I finish this, I consider that doing well.
In a day?
Yeah, but I don't.
But it is different for different, like, body weights. So, and body weights, body sizes. So, I mean, you're gonna be less. Like, if they say the average is a gallon for...
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Even me, I'm like, I'm a smaller person.
That's me water cutting. If I were to drink a gallon.
So tell us about, I mean, this is important because if you're trying to be at the highest level of competition, body weight manipulation is going to matter, especially in the lower weight classes. We're not heavyweights and have the ability to eat as much as we want, right? So what was your experience taking in all this water? Like, you've never done that before?
No.
Okay, so tell us what it was like.
It was easy at first, and then I think towards like 2 days before the comp, that's when it started to get rough, because I also had to really dramatically cut my calories down. Okay,
so you're saying in addition to the water, you are manipulating your food.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to really start cutting down the food. Sorry, there's crumbs on this couch.
I thought you were doing the salt puffy.
No, there's salt on the couch. So yeah, that was hard because I was hungry, and then peeing a lot, intaking a whole lot of water, and making sure I finish it in the day. I was like very low on energy, especially the day before. Yeah. The day before was the worst day, because I came up to Billy and I was like, "Hey, Billy, this is where my weight is." He's like, "Okay, where's it at?" And I was like, "I'm at 50 point something." And he's like, I was like, "Can I eat?" He said, very little. Yeah. I was like, well, I got. Hi, Pete.
Hey, but I heard you guys left. I was going to put it in the freezer.
Okay. You got ice cream? Was it ice cream? Oh yeah, you're cutting.
Yeah, no. Bring it over. Yeah, let's go.
No, this is fatty.
No, let's go.
It's frozen custard.
It's all good. It's all good.
Fatty.
Cindy,
you want some ice cream?
Don't be lame.
Cindy doesn't want a podcast. She doesn't want ice cream.
Oh, it's tough. Oh, we gotta let it sit for a second.
Never mind.
We gotta let it sit for a second.
All right.
Thank you, Pete. Frozen custard. What is this?
Nielsen's.
Okay, we'll let it sit for a second.
Oh, dude, that's too much. Okay, where was I?
You were talking about water cut. You weren't allowed to the day before.
I basically had to starve the day before because I wasn't quite low enough to like have a meal. So basically I had like 3 hard-boiled eggs the whole day. And then I asked Billy, "Hey, Billy, can I have some steak?" This was towards the end of the evening. And he was like, "Where are you sitting?" I think I said, I'm at 49.8. And he's like, "You can have some bites." I was like, "Oh, shit."
Dang.
Yeah. So that's all I had for that whole day. And just ton of water.
And you were just watching other people eat?
Yeah. Basically, it's smelling other people's food.
Yeah. It's awful.
And that's the day where you can only have, I think I was only allowed to have like 14 ounces of water that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you got to cut it off right at the end. Because
you basically have to dehydrate and starve yourself the day before. So that sucked. I didn't like it.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough the first time. Because I don't like peeing all the time.
No, I don't.
Because you don't even know like or like a rush. So like my situation is a little bit different. I have a big ass van and I live van life. So like I don't have to worry about. Don't worry about it.
In a bucket?
Don't worry about it. But I can use the restroom whenever I want. You know? So,
okay.
Oh Lord.
Oh, all right.
No, but I couldn't even imagine because that's what your body gets used to. You take in all the water, and your body's like, oh, okay. Your body's so adaptable. So it recognizes it's taking all this water. So it's okay. Well, we're regularly getting all this water. I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right, and it's cycling that. Your body thinks that's the new norm.
Yeah.
And then you just boom, cut it off, and then your body's like, well, it still thinks that you're gonna get the water, and then all the water leaves.
Yeah.
So it's like a dramatic cut.
Yeah.
To me, as far as energy, I don't know. I mean,
it felt normal.
It's not that it felt normal. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it was food. Probably. I think food makes a bigger difference as far as energy goes.
Yeah.
But the water is like it's just annoying to me. Yeah. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Was it scary, like being over? And
a little bit.
And then trusting the process of the water leaving.
Yeah. And I was constantly checking my weight, like obsessively.
Yeah.
I brought my own scale and everything. And so I was checking it all the time, day and night.
Did you check your scale to the competition scale? Okay.
Yeah, I calibrated it, so my scale was a little bit over
than
theirs,
good.
So I just...
That always happens with the USAWs. I've noticed that's the case.
Yeah.
That the USAW ones are...
It's less.
Yeah.
Maybe because home scales, I feel like my home scale rounded itself up.
Could be.
So it wasn't like exact, like their scale was. It's like to the 10th. It's very exact.
So, water cut, not your thing. You think, because I think that you are, okay, so out of everyone that you lift against, like out of the adults, I know there's some kids that you lift against, but,
like AO2.
Out of the adults, are you, like, what's your height compared to the other chicks?
We're actually
They're all pretty similar?
the same size.
Yeah?
Yeah, me and the other 49 kilo lady, she was small like me.
Yeah.
Very petite. I'm like 4'11", and she was pretty much right there with me, maybe 5 feet at the most.
Okay.
Even the 55 kilo ladies, we're all kind of like similar in height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point I was getting at is you probably could just get to your weight without even having to do a water cut.
Yeah. It's just, okay, the difference is, and the reason why I've been sitting kind of higher is because I think it relates to me being more sedentary.
I see.
Currently. Yeah, that's why I can't like stay at my weight class.
You're more like through the day just chilling?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not as active as I was.
Your steps in?
Yeah, like when I was like working here.
Oh, I see.
I was moving around a lot when I was here.
I see.
Now that I'm not working here, I'm a little bit more sedentary.
Is that something you think you might adjust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely like
just
to
so you don't have to do the water cut?
Exactly. And just because like I feel kind of like out of shape too, like chubby.
Do you
I don't like it.
What I notice with like water cuts and just cuts in general, people tend to like right after the competition they binge. And
really?
I
didn't.
You didn't? Okay, that's good.
So.
A lot of people binge and then they get way overweight and then it messes them up for the next comp.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing that wasn't you.
I mean, I couldn't wait to eat, but honestly, like I didn't even have as big as an appetite as I thought I would.
Yeah, well, that's your stomach shrinking. That's at least the feeling and the experience that I got. Yeah. So yeah, me and Jen made a Step Accountability Club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we
so what does that mean?
It's on Instagram. Actually, it's invite only, so I'm not gonna put it out to everyone. But you're invited. But basically, it's like a group chat.
Does that mean I gotta make an Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
But it's a group chat where we we're just keeping each other accountable. Like we're sending each other our steps, and then we're like sending videos and stuff like that. Me and Jen have been doing it, and it's like seeing the progress that she's made recently, her lifting, the amount of weight she's lost. I mean, she's a beast right now. Even her mentality is, and she's more like uppity and like being more proactive with other stuff. Yeah. So it's I think it's a cool thing to experiment with if you want to be get your steps in. That'd be cool. But I know she's not on social media, so. I mean, you kind of are, but not really.
I may consider making one.
You don't have to.
I get closer and closer to feeling like maybe you should just make a stupid ass Instagram.
I just like it just because it's easy, like to message people.
That's what everyone tells me, and I'm like, what? You have my phone number.
Yeah, but I don't like
doing
old
that. That way?
No, because I feel like I'm gonna message you and wake up Cindy, and I'm like,
what?
I'm like,
my phone is always silent, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Always. I don't have vibration.
Okay.
I don't have fucking sound. I just can't stand hearing my phone ring. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I can't stand it.
Nice.
So I basically, if someone texts me, I'll eventually look at it.
I see.
It's like when I'm.
So I don't have to worry about annoying you.
No.
Oh, okay. That was like one of my big things. I'm like, because I'm up in the middle of the night. Like I'm just doing my social media stuff. So I'm just. Yeah. Like, if I see something funny.
How many hours of sleep do you get?
It depends. If it's like deload the next day and I'm not really too much worried about it, I will like sacrifice a little bit of sleep and like try to like read a book or like do some social media stuff.
What time do you get up every day? Is it always different or do you always
it depends. It depends.
Oh really?
It is different. But if it's a heavy day, I do try to get like my sleep in because it makes a huge difference. Yeah. It makes a huge difference. But I do like the idea of, and I don't do this often, but the idea of like maybe on week 1 or week 2 that, hey, let's see if you can function on low energy and still do the program. Yeah. It's not ideal. Yeah. But if I can do that, then I'm really like hyped about like what I can do on like the heavier days. That's just a little bit of, like different like thought process on like how people can measure things, but I don't suggest that.
Oh, okay.
But my sleep is not as consistent as I like.
Are you a night owl?
Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
I am not a morning person.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Working in the jail and then just being night shift for like 6.5 years has just like changed my
That's a long
sleep
time.
pattern.
What was your night shift hours?
6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Wow, that's 12 hours.
Yep. Sometimes 16 hours.
I used to work swing shift in the casino. I worked from like 6 to 2 for a long time. Okay. I did not like it, but...
Yeah, sometimes you would get mandated or frozen. That's where you're required to stay 4 more hours. And it'd be the worst because, like, getting up, leaving work at 6 a.m. wouldn't be that bad because the sun's not that high up. But then if you get, like, mandated and told to stay 4 more hours, and then it's, like, 10 o'clock, and the sun is so bright, man, it would piss me off. It would really piss me off.
Yeah. That would really mess up your sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the worst.
Like, you don't know when to go to bed.
So, I was going to ask, what is your, like, energy now towards competition? Are you excited, like, to get to your next meet? Like, what's the deal? What's the plan?
My plan is to do AO final. That'll be my first time doing it. So, and plus it's close by.
And you qualified for that?
Oh, yeah.
As far as your division or whatever, age category.
Yeah. So
that's in the books. You in your mind, you're already gonna do that.
I'm set for that for sure.
So
plus
just
it's
like
in Arizona, it's so close.
Absolutely, Tucson.
Yeah.
Shout out anyone in Arizona. I'm gonna put out like some messages. Maybe we could party together. Like for real. Like there's some cool people out there. So no local meets in the meantime.
No.
Try to stay healthy.
Yeah, I just wanna get my body strong. That's what I told Billy. I was like, dude, I really want to just get as strong as I possibly can. Because I think I'm a good lifter. Like, my technique is good, but my strength is low. That's what I think.
You're efficient.
Yes, I'm efficient, yeah.
So, a funny thing about being an efficient lifter, I did the podcast with Fran. And she told me about like being at national events, and she would hate it whenever a coach would go up to her and say, hey, what's your front squat? Because on the prior attempt she would like clean and jerk and she would be like difficult to stand it up or something like that. and she's clean and drinking like 100 now. So she told me her best front squat was like 118, which is like on the like.
Well, that's pretty close.
That's like peak efficiency.
Yeah.
So she was like, I guess she reached out to Billy and she's like, Billy, I am sick and tired of coaches going up to me and saying I'm an efficient lifter. I get it. You're saying that I'm weak. And I thought that was interesting because I mean that's not necessarily what they're saying, but like that's the feeling that she's getting. That like, hey, if I was stronger, then people would stop saying that.
That's true.
So yeah, strength is on your that's on the horizon for you.
I feel like it's just always been like my main focus, but I always get hurt in the process of trying to build strength. So I always have to take like 2 steps back. Yeah,
because I mean, all it is like volume.
Yeah, it is.
It's a matter if your body can handle it or not.
I know.
So I don't know if you gotta like slow it down.
Maybe I think I'm gonna
longer rest.
Be a little bit smarter about it.
Maybe do different protocols. Like maybe it's not volume. Maybe your thing is pauses. Maybe your thing is like pausing off of a box. I don't know. Just weird stuff. Like I mean, I don't know how much you've played around with that, but it would be interesting to see like what. Maybe even using a safety squat bar. Have you ever used one of those? It's one of those bars that like have the padding and the handles right there. That has to be one of my favorite ways to get strong.
Okay. I just don't like. Where do I go find this stuff? I mean, because this is just like my main gym.
Right.
And I don't go to any other gyms.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for you to get strong. Yeah. Hopefully that happens. I think a lot of people are asking for like some type of strength protocol. So hopefully there'll be something cool and everyone gets really strong.
I hope so.
I mean, I don't think this gym is lacking in technique and explosiveness. No. I mean, there's some people that need more technique work, but generally, everyone would probably be benefiting if they were stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I went to the Philippines and then like stayed for 6 months and then I just got really strong. Yeah. Like right now, I mean, I told Billy straight up, and he agreed with me. Like, hey, we don't really have to push strength anymore. As far as like
let's dial in your technique.
Let's get like those numbers up for the main lifts because you can like even now doing the lifts. I mean, even at the heavier percentages that I'm doing, I mean they're pretty close to my 1 rep max like before leaving, and I could just do reps now. Like it's not really that taxing to me.
Wow. And that's all, like, you just basically build strength just from, like, squatting and deadlifting?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep, that was my main focus. And I couldn't really even do Olympic weightlifting out there because the equipment was not up to par.
The gym was weird.
Yeah, I got in trouble for dropping weights. Some dudes, like, try to, like, almost fight me out there because I was like...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's, like, it's a weird situation. So... My best friend was a squat rack and just deadlifting.
Yeah. Every time I'd watch your, like, reels of you squatting in the Philippines and I would look in the background and I'm like, why does nobody look like they go to the gym? Yeah. Like, you're the only one actually lifting weights. I'm like, what is anyone doing in here?
Oh, my gosh. There was a guy, he was, like, 6 foot, right? He's, like, wiry frame.
Everybody was a wire. Nobody looked like they lifted weights at all.
And then he was like asking me, and well, that doesn't matter. He was just asking me, like, oh, like, what do you think about my nutrition? And I was like, okay, tell me about it. And he was like, well, I eat 1 hard-boiled egg a day and then a lot of rice.
That's it?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I was like, something like that. It was literally, I might be exaggerating, but it was definitely something like that. And I was like, dude. You're not getting enough protein. Like, 1 hard-boiled egg.
What?
That's 6 grams of protein. Like,
damn.
Like he was like he's 6 foot, so obviously like he needs a lot.
Wow. He was skinny.
Yeah, but he was making improvements. Okay. So I'm not the type to be like, oh, change everything drastically. I mean, if you're making improvements right now, you can keep going, see how things change. Maybe add some more protein, see if that is a little bit better. Even with weightlifting, if your technique is like awful, like I'll give you 1 cue, and then I feel like, because people get all jumbled up, and try to fix everything. Like, let's just fix one thing at a time. So I told him just to get more protein. I don't know where I was going with that. But the Philippines, everyone doesn't look like they don't lift.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, everyone's
ridiculous.
But on the flip side, you're saying that everyone looks like they don't lift, like skinny people.
Yeah, they look out of shape.
The amount of people that I saw, maybe I saw 1 or 2 obese people out of all of Asia. Oh. So I'm gonna say, they might be doing better there than here, because I'd rather have a bunch of skinny people And why are people then? I mean, we have
America's
600-pound television. What is that show?
Yeah. Oh, my 600-pound lives?
Yeah, we can make whole television. There's not just one person. There's a whole segment of people.
That's true.
So it's like, I mean, is the problem in the Philippines or is it here? So I just find that interesting.
Yeah, because it's fine. Yeah, Americans are fat. We eat too much, and we're very excessive people.
Yeah, it's just a different culture.
Yeah, it is.
Entirely.
More is more. More is better. Yeah.
I mean, just if I'm just talking about the weightlifting over there.
Yeah.
I mean, literally a third world country, right?
Yeah.
They don't even have close to the accessibility of equipment that we have.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like, I mean, how many bars do we have down there that rotate? Like all of them?
Well, yeah.
So I mean, there is just like it's a serious problem. They don't like have bars. They don't have like the bar that I bought. Like it was like a cheapo bar.
Oh man.
I mean, it bent pretty quickly.
And those plates that you bought too, those were...
Yeah. Initially, I was lifting on metal plates.
Why are they pounds?
I don't know. Dude, there's like, you know how we have Amazon?
Yeah.
They have something called Lazada. Same thing. Same exact concept. But like there's a delivery driver and then he'll just like go on the scooter. And then he'll have like a bunch of packages on the back of his scooter.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, dang.
How did he scoot that? It's so heavy.
Yeah, okay, so my plates, he would take a tricycle.
Yeah.
Whenever it's something heavy.
Oh my God.
But generally he'd be on a scooter because most things are light.
Yeah.
But yeah, even me bringing home the plates that I bought,
Yeah.
it was a whole mission. Like we had to go to that one. It's funny how it works because everything's like in our area is kind of like third world.
Yeah.
But then there'll be like one huge giant nice shopping mall, and then I'll go there and then I'll get like the plates that I need. And then even then I had my dad go on like the tricycle and it was like a whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. But the point is, I went there. I got really strong.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna say the culture. They are able to make a lot more progress than us, having less. So they're just dealing and being happy with what they have and making progress with what they have. Because
Yeah.
I know that I'm not really one to complain as far as like what we have here because I can go any corner and there's a gym.
Yeah, I know.
So it's just, even if Las Vegas Barbell wasn't here, I would still be able to weightlift.
Great.
So, yeah, that just speaks to the mentality of like what like third world countries deal with versus us.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
Oh, McDonald's is way different too.
Is it better?
Yes.
I bet it is.
Way better. They had fried chicken. It was awesome. They had longanisa. They had tocino. They had like they call it silog bowl or something like that, and then you have egg, a longanisa, and some garlic rice.
Dude, I love a Filipino breakfast.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
just go to
God.
McDonald's. The only thing that like upset me about McDonald's, or actually any fast food over there, or any food over, I'm not gonna say any food.
Yeah.
The fast food specifically is that everything was like smaller portions.
Oh,
So I was like, I'd order something,
bet.
and I'm like, what is this? And I was trying to get fat. I was like, look, you know what I mean? Like I had no
There's only
restrictions.
2 longanisas in here.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's like this.
What are these, Vienna sausages?
Yeah. No, it was a cool experience, man. Hey, if we ever get the opportunity to go out there and like I don't know if anyone wanted to, then we could stay and then we could go train with Heidi and Diaz. They're all cool people. For real, we can like go over there.
Really?
Like I got invited multiple times to like.
Why didn't you?
It's
Too
just
far?
I could have. It was just inconvenient. I had driven all across the Philippines, and I just realized that everything is just about the same. Like as far as like training and like.
But it's like, when are you gonna get that opportunity again? I would have at least once.
I mean, I went to her competition. I met her whole team, and, I was like, and then training is training to me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
alright.
Okay.
I mean, she lifts a barbell like just like us. She's just a regular person.
I know.
She just happens to be the
She's
first
just
gold medalist
a
the Philippines has
fucking
ever
goat.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Her team is really cool too. She does a lot of charitable work.
That's what I see.
Yeah, a lot of charitable work. She went into like this. It looked like more of like a tribal indigenous area, and she was just teaching people how to snatch and clean and drink,
That's
just
so
like the
cool.
bamboos on the side.
Wow.
Obviously, she can't go around with like weights and stuff.
Right.
So it's just like
They just work with
PVC
what
pipe.
nature has.
Yeah, they're just exactly that, and
That's
that's what
so
I'm saying. They're
cool.
just making things work.
Yeah. Sometimes a stick is all you need. That's where you start.
Absolutely. And when you're fucking up, just.
much.
Yeah. Shoot. What do you want to talk about? Anything new? What's up?
I got a job.
Ooh.
Kind of.
What's up? What's up with that?
It's like a weekend job for now, but it's a little coffee truck called Sip Coffee.
Sip Coffee, shout out. Hey, if you want to see Genessa,
go to Sip Coffee.
How do they like look at your schedule? Like what the deal is? Like how can they find the truck?
Go on their Instagram, Sip Coffee Cafe.
But how do you don't even have Instagram? How do you see the schedule?
They just tell me. They just tell me when I have to show up.
All right. They just message you and your phone's on silent.
They email me. Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
Which I will be. We're doing an event at a high school this Saturday.
Oh.
For a STEM conference at Del Sol High School. So we'll be serving like 160 teachers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is it? What is like the menu? What do they have?
Just a bunch of different variety of coffee drinks, iced or hot. Lemonades, teas, refreshers.
Damn it.
Also serve sandwiches, which are actually pretty good sandwiches.
Yeah?
By the way,
Have you like? Oh wait, you've already worked a couple times.
I've worked once.
How was that?
Fun.
It was fun.
So freaking.
Well, this
fun.
is your homegirl, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
So it's a family that I know, a very awesome family. They decided to open up a business, a food truck trailer, to kind of, at first it started to benefit reopening a church. So the owner used to be a pastor for a church.
Okay.
But ever since COVID came, they've since had to like kind of shut down. So they decided to open up this like coffee truck to sort of raise money to open up a church again.
Oh, that's interesting.
But it's been so successful that they've just basically turned it into a whole business. So
Yeah.
their goal is to actually open up an actual brick and mortar, get out of the trailer into an actual building.
Are they talking about what side of town or what?
I'm still deciding on that.
Oh, okay.
But somewhere.
They're not there yet, as far as like.
Yeah, their goal is pretty ambitious. They want to do by the end of this year.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, maybe I'll be fully on working there. Part of the whole vision. I don't know.
Okay.
See where it takes me.
When are you gonna be over here? You gonna be right next to the gym?
The 27th.
27.
At Podtastic.
Ooh. Okay, maybe we'll all visit you. The whole gym will leave and we'll all go over there.
Yeah, Saturday, come by. It's just right in the back too.
Right.
So
Maybe we can open the garage and be able to see you.
And just walk across.
Oh wow.
Because we'll be in that lot back there.
Yeah.
Because Podtastic is having an event, so our truck will be there.
Okay.
I think from 9 to 4, I believe. So yeah, come get a sandwich, come get a drink. I'll be making it. I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Do you have fun doing it?
I do. I have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like jobs like that where it's like I'm just constantly busy doing stuff with my hands.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Okay. Oh, there you're gonna get your steps in there. Oh, but it's only weekends, right?
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I'm just standing a lot. It's such a small truck.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to move
It's hot right now, though, huh?
It's hot.
Oh man.
But it has AC inside.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So there's an AC unit. Yeah, it's really cute. It's a cute little truck.
Okay.
Yeah, could fit about 3 people, 4 people. It gets really tight, but 3 of us are in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's making a sandwich. Someone's making a drink. Somebody's helping people at the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I love that.
Have you like met up with other like trucks? Like, have you guys done that yet? Or, no, you haven't. You've done it once.
No, I've done it once.
All right, I have a serious question about weightlifting.
Okay.
Let's pivot. Do you visualize? I don't visualize. Things go blank when I lift. But I'm trying to change that. But I'm curious, honestly, what do you do? As far as mental.
Okay, like, is there a specific moment you're asking when you visualize? Like, is it right before you take a lift? Is it kind of like when you get home and you're kind of just, I guess,
let's talk strictly competition.
assessing the whole training day?
Let's talk. Stop. Let's talk strictly competition.
Oh, competition.
Yeah.
Do I visualize myself?
Let's say first attempt. Like what's going on in your mind? Like you just warmed up.
Yeah.
It's about to be they're called Genessa Sanchez.
Yeah.
First attempt. What is going through your mind? Do you just lift?
I just lift. I try not to think so much. If I am, I'm thinking of one thing.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of thinking of multiple things.
Right.
To me, like there's so many reps that have been done in training that really everything you should just be ready to go.
Yeah.
But Jen really put visualization on me, and she had one of her best performances ever.
Yeah.
So I'm reading a book called Confident Mind, and I'm just exploring the
Does
idea.
it talk
of
about
like,
that?
I haven't got to the visualization part. That's more of like just having confidence. But I guess there is an aspect in the book that has that. So, you know, I'm going to try to visit. I tried some visualization today. It was okay. It worked. I mean, but the thing is, I don't ever walk up to a lift thinking I'm going to miss. So I'm like,
Right.
what's it like? I already made it in my mind anyway. So like, why is it like,
Especially,
I have to think.
I don't want to miss.
Exactly.
So.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what to think about. And I've said this already in the podcast, so you guys probably have heard this. Like, I don't know what to think about. Am I, like, in my own body looking at the platform or, like, looking at the judge? What am I supposed to... Am I... You know, there's an optimal angle to look at, like, lifts.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to think, like, third person? Am I the coach and I'm looking at the lift? Or am I in the back? Or when I was visualizing today, I was thinking... Just imagine my camera angle, like that, and then just me making the lift.
Right.
More often than not, I will visualize the celebration afterwards, like me actually making the lift. Yeah, yeah, because I'm thinking like, oh, what should I do here? Like,
yeah.
But
I mean, that could just come from you and Jen just being completely different athletes. Whereas, like, you've had so much experience competing, so you have, I think, a lot more confidence because of your experience versus maybe like Jen, who hasn't had as much.
I think mine's more life experience because I've been on the type, like I've, like growing up, like people ask me like, what kind of sports did you do? I didn't really do sports. Like I was like kid that was breakdancing. So like I was like doing physical stuff, but not necessarily like sports.
Yeah.
Right. So, but when I was doing that, I would go to the Vegas showdowns, and then I would like represent my crew, and then I would be out there on the floor, and I'd do backflips and stuff. And I'm like, everyone's watching me,
like,
so
you
it's
know
just
how
like,
to perform.
Yeah, I'm not scared of the spotlight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like I'm like the best performing like I'm not like the guy that's like gonna kill it on the platform every time, but I'm not scared of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready for the moment, but I just never tried that visualization.
I never tried that either.
Aspect because I think whenever it's time to go, it's time to go. Just do it.
Yeah.
Like I just have a blank mind. Like
Right.
I feel the weight and I go.
Yeah, I just try to focus more on staying relaxed.
Yes.
You know.
That's
especially in the snatch.
That's me because I tend to get like hyped and I'm like I gotta lower my heart rate because I start tensing up and like so that's something I'm trying to work on.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was interesting. Is like what does each individual do as far as visualization?
I don't, especially on competition day. I'm more like I just think of everything one lift at a time, even the warm-ups. Like, I don't even think about my attempts. I'm just more focused on, like, what's in front of me right now. I gotta complete that lift.
Okay.
Because, like, how am I even gonna get to my attempt if I don't make these warm-ups in the back? So I just focus on executing each warm-up, you know, like, well.
Yeah.
So that when I go out for my first attempt, it's like, I just repeat the same thing.
Absolutely.
I don't think that far ahead. I never do.
That's a good... You're present.
Yes. Because I'm like, I'm not even going to think about my third attempt. I have to get there first.
Yeah, that's true.
I got to take this empty bar. I got to do 35 kilos. Now I got to do 40. I got to do each one well.
That's one of the things that Jen said, that like she was really... specifically on the clean and jerk, she didn't... Her strength is the clean, so she wasn't even like worried about the clean. She was more focusing on the jerk. But on, was it her last attempt? I don't know which attempt it was, but she missed a clean. And it must have been the second attempt.
Yeah, it was second.
And then she was like, she didn't give it like the respect it deserves.
Right,
like you still got to be in the moment for that clean, even though you're good at it.
You still got to clean it.
Absolutely. Because you can't jerk it if you can't clean it. So no matter how much you visualize for the jerk, I mean, you got to be present, like you're saying. Yeah. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for AO Final.
I think that's going to be a big crew going out.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Victor's not going to be there. You think he'll go? I don't know.
I don't know.
Man.
It's so far away. It's hard to tell.
we can't, like, we never know.
Yeah, it's still
and I got to still
away.
do, like, a local meet.
Yeah.
So.
That's my plan for next year. I want to do more local meets.
Yeah. Well, local meets are just fun.
they're just more fun, and it's easier to travel.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, it's like no pressure.
I don't want to do anything on the East Coast, to be honest with you. Like, I'd just rather just go around here.
Yeah. I mean, it's too costly financially for me.
Yeah,
it's
we're not making money off
not
this.
reasonable.
So.
Not reasonable to travel that far.
Yeah. Shoot. You want to hit on anything else?
No.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
I want to talk about like mindset stuff later, and I want to meet up with you afterwards and talk about like what you're gonna do, like as far as your sedentary lifestyle. Like,
yeah.
Because I want you to get your steps in with me and Jen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not telling you to make it Instagram.
okay.
I know you have this thing about Instagram.
It's
but
easy for me to get these steps in if someone just gives me like structure.
morning walk, night walk.
Yeah, but like what and when do I do it?
As soon as you wake up,
How
walk.
do I do it?
Walk.
You know?
That's it. Just walk for 30 minutes. I'm so serious. It's the easiest thing ever. Just get up and walk. How is it not? When do you wake up?
I try to wake up around 10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Put on your shoes and walk.
Oh,
That's it. I mean, your neighborhood's fine, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I can walk around there, but do I want to?
Nobody wants to.
I don't want to
It takes
walk.
commitment.
I hate walking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try my best.
I think it would be good for you.
I always say that, but I haven't really done it. Yeah.
I mean, what else is there? I mean, what would you do? Because I mean, this stuff downstairs and this stuff that Billy has programmed, it's good and all, but I mean,
it's not enough.
It's not that it's not enough. I mean, you could do it a lot and it's fine. But as far as like a consistent form of cardio that's not going to beat you up for the main lifts, walking is it.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
you can't. I mean, if you expect to get all your steps in just when you come to the gym here, it's not going to happen. I mean, 10,000 steps.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's like a whole day. You got to focus on that.
Well, what if I just commit to like 30 minutes in a day?
That'll get you about
like however many steps
4,000. That'll get you about 4,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's fine. I mean, get you somewhere. If
it's
you,
something.
I mean, like maybe if you like walk the meet, it's better to do it.
Can I do it on a treadmill?
Yes, absolutely. You could do it. It's better to do it as far away from training as possible.
Yeah.
Because if you walk right before training,
I don't want
that's
to
like
do that.
a fatigue that now you took energy away from your main lifts, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Maybe I should just do it on the weekend.
You got to do it every day.
Every day?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Every day?
Yes.
What?
It's a commitment.
That's a lot.
I
7
know.
days a week? Well, how am I
Yes.
supposed to do it far enough away from training?
You wake up and walk for 30 minutes and then go back to lay your ass down right after.
I guess. Okay. That's a lot. Every day?
Yes.
7 days a week?
Yes.
Wow. There's no rest day?
No. It's
What?
walking.
What?
If you are ever in a position where you can't walk physically, then maybe you should rethink what you're doing, because it's just walking.
Okay.
I can walk right. I'll walk right behind this couch and I won't lose a step. Like I'm fine.
You know what, you guys? I wish you guys would do is like form like a walking group.
That's what I just said that we're doing. It's on Instagram.
No, you did not say
I
that.
said it's on Instagram.
No,
we're gonna
like,
do a group chat and we're sending each other our steps and we're gonna say,
No,
hey, Genessa,
that's
what do
not what I mean. Like an actual walking.
So you're saying
a group.
a time that we meet up
Yes,
somewhere
and
then-
we're all walking as a group.
Oh,
Kind of
Lord.
like what moms do
Yeah.
when they, they have like their mom group and they.
You're not a mom.
But
I'm not a mom. I could just wake up and go outside and walk.
It would just be like.
It's not easier.
better
You're making it harder for
accountability.
everyone
No,
else.
it's a better accountability.
You got Cindy. Why did you get Cindy?
She
to walk
never
with?
wants to walk with me.
Oh my god.
Cindy hates walking. Cindy.
But she goes to like to work and she's more active.
No.
No.
She works at home.
More at the house now.
She goes to the office twice per week, but she is.
That's more than you.
Yeah,
Walking
but-
more than you.
She's sitting at a desk.
I don't know. She still has to park, right? And walk to her office or whatever the case is.
I walk around my house.
Oh my gosh! No, what do you tell you? Walk to the kitchen?
Yeah.
5 steps?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. No, I really think.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
joking
I
aside.
know.
I think it would be good.
I really think so too. Because it's some kind of movement for me. Which
It's not a big ask.
No,
It's not a huge ask.
I guess.
Oh my god, 30 minutes of just walking.
Yeah, 30 minutes is fine.
You could just do whatever
can
YouTube
do-
stuff on.
I can do 30 minutes. I could do
even because you're probably gonna hit more than a mile.
Yeah.
Just doing 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're like just did 15 minutes, that's something.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll get like at least maybe
What if
2,000.
I do like a mile a day?
A mile a day would be less than
As like
30
a
minutes.
baseline.
I'd rather you do
As a
30 minutes
baseline.
than a mile a day.
Okay. Well, I walk slow.
That's fine.
I'm
It's
a slow
walking.
walker.
It's
Yeah.
walking.
It's walking. It's walking.
Where's your phone? Do you have an
Downstairs.
Apple Watch?
I do, but it's I do.
Look,
I think I could.
you know how to look at your steps?
Yeah, in the health thing.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it shows your
I'll
average.
have to-
I
I'll
want to
wear
see
my
your
watch.
average.
Okay.
I want to see like I wish we
Like
could do it right
like
now.
on a regular day.
Yeah, look. I swear you don't see
Oh,
it.
but I don't take my phone everywhere with me. So
What do you mean you don't take your phone? What are you like a weirdo? What do you mean you don't have your phone on you?
Well, like while I'm walking
Look,
everywhere.
I'm at 13 right now. 13,000.
Yeah.
I got 20,000 in the
Wow,
other day. 16.
that's a lot.
This is a failure for me. I don't want to
That's
say
a failure.
that. I mean, it's if you wanted to, you can get 10,000 steps in. That's just the reality.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
It's just a commitment.
All right. I'll try.
Naked Instagram and then join the Step Accountability
okay,
Club.
Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
we got her. Okay, I think that's it. We'll do this again.
Okay.
Dang, we shut it down. It's 8:20 right now.
Nice.
All right, that was Genessa Sanchez, the number one 49, 35 to 40,
35 to 39.
35 to 39 lifter
Yeah.
in the country. Deuces.